Ding, 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 ding. Hey guys, how do I sound? Do I sound all right before I begin? I don't want to waste any words when you can't hear me. Oh God, what is this picture? Oh, that's amazing. Can you hear me? Dee dee dee. Dee 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 dee. Boom, boom, boom. I gotta hear it for myself. Hold on. Where's the thing? Oh, shit. Why do I sound so loud? Whoa. Whoa. What was that weird thing? Do I sound all right, guys? Is there weirdness going on that I need to fix before I continue? Nobody's answering me. Nobody's answering me in chat. I don't like it. You sound fine. Okay, thank you, Rio. Thank you for your prompt response. Everybody's ignoring me. How can you fucking ignore me? It's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? How are you ignoring me? Anyway, all right, let's get right into it. As you guys can see, once again, everything is Gaining Ground's fault, as usual, as always. But no, seriously. Now, I want to preface this by a very important message, because it really ties into what's going on here with the court case situation that Gaining Ground is about to be going through. Things like this, I want to remind you guys, for those of you who don't remember or who don't know, this lie that we're going to, or this allegation, let's call it that. I'm not making any decisions until we actually together read through the alleged evidence and proof that this farmer is gaining ground. So I'm going to hold off my judgment. Let's call it allegations for now. But for those of you who don't remember, these allegations that Gaining Ground is this particular farmer, these allegations were started by AK. And, it's things like this. You can't just state things as though it's a fact without hard evidence, without hard proof. And, all of this began. So I say this to say, this allegation that Gaining Ground is this specific farmer, this began by AK alleging that he was this farmer. And it just goes to show the danger and the damage that these unsubstantiated fucking allegations, aka lies, can do. Because now we have somebody that I spoke to on Twitter that is certain that Gaining Ground is this person. And I had a conversation with them for back and forth for like over an hour. And I continued to ask them for proof. And their proof that Gaining Ground is this farmer was, well, just go take a look at the posts. If you read the posts, it's clearly him. That's the evidence. That is the reason why this person is so sure that Gaining Ground is this specific farmer, because just take a look at the posts. There's no evidence. And I kept trying to, have an adult, fair conversation with this person. And I'm telling them, do you understand that without evidence, this is just your opinion? This is not a fact. Do you know what I mean? And I kept going back and forth with them, trying to be fair and kind, trying to have like a real rational adult conversation with this person. And it was really difficult because this person has already made their mind up. Let me show you. I want to show you where it all began in the first place, because it's interesting. This person, in the short amount of time that I had conversation with them, they've shown me so many different ways, so many different instances that they like to make assumptions based on their own negative bias. And I'll show you where this began, where my interactions with this person began. I think it's very interesting. I think it's very telling as well. Okay, so this is where our interactions began. I came across their post on Twitter and they tweeted out, "The righteous are about to speak out on how it's all Yaba's fault that the peen was dropped." And they shared my stream from yesterday. And I retweeted this and I said, when they are wrong, they are so fucking wrong, because this person made an assumption. They thought, I don't know why they thought this, but they thought that the thesis of my live stream from last night was going to be me blaming Yaba for some reason for the revenge peen pick dropping that occurred. Like, oh man. And then when I come across this post and I call them out on it, they won't even admit that they were wrong. Listen to what they said. Where's the beginning? This is why I hate Twitter, because we jumped all over the place. This is not where our conversation began. So their response to me saying when they are wrong, they are so fucking wrong. This is their response. This is them defending their stance that they were wrong about, the assumption that they were wrong about. They said, "I bet Yaba would pay for that picture." This is something that I said in passing in my 2-hour live stream where I mentioned Yaba for the briefest of moments. And I said, "I bet she would have. I'm pretty sure she has said she would have. Are you really going to act like me saying that equals me blaming her for actually leaking the picture? You assumed wrong. And instead of admitting it, you respond with some bullshit. You can't even be honest." They said she would not have. You talk about her obsession with Chantel. She is reacting to a hated channel we all watch, as it's a reality show. You are reacting to a reactor of said channel. You are reacting to Chantel by proxy. If you don't see that, I don't know what to tell you. I respond back, I said, I talk about her hypocrisy and dishonesty. She could choose to react to Chantel in an honest, non-hypocritical way, but she chooses not to. And people like you allow it by actively supporting it. It's crazy that you don't realize how very similar she is to Chantel. They reply and said, "What about your hypocrisy? You defend Chantel for all her shit, and yet you absolutely mean-girled Breezy worse than Yaba ever did Chantel." That is unbelievable. That's such a crazy claim. Oh my God. I respond, I said, "Criticizing Yaba does not equal defending Chantel. It's not about being mean. How are you so blinded to not be able to see what Yaba has become? The abyss has been staring back in her direction for a very long time now." She responds and says, "You do defend Chantel. Oh, she has a food addiction. I feel sad for her. But yet you can call other very obese people names, like Isaac, for example, and insult Breezy's eyes." I didn't realize how ridiculous this was at the time. I respond back and I said, I call out when people lie about Chantel. Calling out their lies about her is just that. And she does very obviously have such a severe addiction to food that she is killing herself with it. Sorry if struggle is not a quality that makes me hate someone. It makes me sad for them. Oy vey. Now, you know what I don't know how to find. How do I find the rest of our conversation? I need to show you. I won't read you all of it, but I definitely need to read you some of the most recent. back and forth, because this, I need to show you where we get into. This person begins deflecting. I begin making a whole lot of sense and, telling them, asking them, telling them things about Yaba and what she's done. And they decide to try and deflect and say, well, gaining ground is a farmer. I need to get to that part. You guys need to hear the back and forth with that shit, because it gets ridiculous. And I'll show you more examples of this person making heavily negative, biased assumptions about gaining ground. Like, that's the name of the game, is just negatively biased assumptions. And they've already proven themselves to be wrong in my direction already, refused to admit it. But it's like, wee woo. All right, let me do this way. I'll look at my replies. Wait. No. I need to look at my replies to do it properly. Maybe I can find the thread like this. Okay, I need to find... Where can I find when she first began saying this? Dude, too many people. I interacted with too many people before this. Okay, here we go. Here's the thread, I'm pretty sure. Okay, here we go. See, we had a long-ass conversation, man. Oh, see, this is the way this person tried to deflect and refused to admit that they were wrong. She claimed it was a joke. They said, and yes, it was a joke, that it would be Yaba's fault. We all get it. It was posted before your stream. So not a lie, a fucking joke. I said, not a joke. You assumed wrong. It's crazy that you just can't admit that. And then they say, you did exactly as I assumed by saying Yaba would have paid for that pic. So no. And guys, am I wrong? Didn't Yaba actually say in stream that she would pay somebody for this picture? Like, yo, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost certain that Yaba has said verbally in stream that she would be willing to pay somebody for that picture. And then they said, it was a joke, as you always blame Yaba. I said, name one thing I blamed Yaba for that she wasn't guilty of. They said, so you think her reacting to Chantel and being fat is a crime somehow? I said, fat on fat crime, to be specific. Holler. She's a 370-pound hypocrite. It's crazy that at her weight, that she's doing nothing about, that she has the gall to talk shit to Chantel about her eating, weight, etc. They said, why is her weight even a subject? No one cares. It has never been about that. If Chantel did not lie about her weight or reveal she was a diabetic and kidney failure, no one would care. As it is, we're watching her eat carbs that are killing her. That is what we discuss. I said exactly my point. It's extremely hypocritical that Yaba makes Foodie Beauty's eating habits and weight such a focal point of her criticism, while doing nothing about her own weight or eating habits. When you criticize others for things you are actively struggling with, you're a hypocrite. They respond and say, she doesn't though. We are more focused since she released her clinical tests in diabetes. We are judging that. I said, I react to Yaba. I know what she says. She's a stone cold hypocrite and a liar. They say Yaba is not a saint, but she is not half as bad as you imagine she is. She is just a normal person. I said, dude, she has doxed viewers. She has falsely called a gay man a child predator while painting an actual one a saint. Shall I continue to list the horrible shit she's done to others? This is not normal. Ugh, they respond, the farms has doxed so many people, and your friend Gigi is a farmer too. He is Ask My Dominatrix. Don't pretend you don't know. I said, I speak boldly about my dislike for the farms and what they do. And I believe my friend when he tells me he's not a farmer. And I've seen no real evidence to the contrary. I speak out boldly against doxing and going IRL no matter who does it or to who. And I always will. They said, really? You think Ask My Dominatrix is posting Gigi videos in her farm comments because she is not him? I love it how you're calling this person a she while also trying to allege that it is definitely gaining ground. It's like even you can't decide. Is it gaining ground or is it a fucking female? Oh, so fucking funny. I'm surprised I didn't catch that in like right away. Blah blah blah. She's not him, but thinks he is a great example for everything. Come on, you are not that naive. I said I don't support the farm, so I don't know who posts when. What I do know is that Gaining Ground hasn't lied to me yet, and he tells me he isn't a farmer, so I believe him. They say back, go have a look. You will recognize him as everyone else does. My favorite one many posted is when he, what the fuck? My favorite one many posted is when he, as in Ask My Dominatrix, posted how she mised parodies and her examples were his videos. The fuck? What the fuck? I replied back to that gobbledygook with, is there actual evidence that it's him? Or is it all stuff like, it sure sounds like him? They respond back, you believe he is that known as a tiny channel that he could be used as examples constantly by this Ask My Dominatrix by chance? Really? What a weird fucking argument to make. I respond back. I said, that thread focuses on and comments on channels way smaller than his. I've seen many screenshots. If you're going to state that someone is a farmer as a fact, you're going to need some real evidence. Otherwise, you should be saying it's your opinion and understand why I don't agree. They say, listen, you don't want to accept it's him. I've lurked a long time. I know it's him. Go have a look. You will see. I say, I've asked for evidence and you don't have any. It's just your opinion. And it's an opinion I don't share. The things I've said to you about Yaba are facts. Facts you refuse to acknowledge or hold her accountable for. They say, I'm not going back into that fucking site to show you shit. You can see yourself. It's your friend. I don't give a fuck. I said, the point is, it's an opinion of yours about Gaining Ground that you want me to answer for when you won't even hold Yaba accountable for the factual, vile things she's done to others. Do you realize how ridiculous this appears? They say, it's not an opinion. It's fucking obvious. I know he is that person. You can live in the delusion. He is not. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck? Proofread, home slice. Proofread. I say, just like your assumption about my stream was wrong, maybe your assumption about Gigi is wrong too. They say, seriously, I don't even care. You're not willing to go and recognize him because you don't want to know. I get it. Ignorance is bliss. Do you know how rich that is coming from this person? I say back, I've tried to talk to you like a rational adult to see if you are capable, but you just keep repeating your opinion like it's a fact. For me to believe it was Gaining Ground, I would need to see evidence. Do you know how many different accounts on Twitter, the farms, etc., they say is Gigi? They said it's him, Peanut. If you want to know, go in and read any post by Ask My Dominatrix. You will recognize him. I find it quite insidious he is keeping that from you. I said, I won't just run with ifs and maybes without evidence, and you shouldn't be willing to either. They say, no one told me. It was that obvious. Read it. You will see it too. I said, innocent people have been doxxed for mistakes like this. Imagine if someone was accusing you. Wouldn't you hope they would provide evidence before stating it as a fact? They said, he has incited doxes on the farm forever. You are either playing stupid or your friend is fake as fuck. I said, I just don't support or read the farms. Why do you? They said, oh, I haven't been back since they started writing fan fiction. Lost all respect for them. Do you know how crazy it is that, oh, you lost respect for them because they write fan fiction? It's not because of the doxing. It's not because of the, like, are you fucking serious? Okay. Interesting. I say back, I said, I can't lose respect I never had in the first place. They say, oh, there was a time when they were an archive site for all lolcows. Or maybe they were always idiots writing garbage and I was just naive. I say, have whatever opinion you want, but the doxing and fucking with people's real lives has gotten insane. See, I'm trying to level with this person and find some type of middle ground as two rational fucking adults and listen to how this continues. Like I tried. I'm reading this to you guys so that you are all aware that I really tried to be a rational, kind, fair fucking adult to this person that we obviously disagree on a great many things. They respond back and said, please go in and look at any post by Ask My Dominatrix. I said, I will. I'll do it on stream tomorrow. Today is that tomorrow, guys. They respond back and said, I swear you will recognize him unless you don't want to. Look at them already making more assumptions. I've just told them that I will be fair. They're telling me that this is the evidence that they can provide. And I'm saying, okay, I'm willing to go and take a look. And they're already making assumptions. Just listen, it gets worse. I say, I will definitely take a fair look. They say, good to know you are willing to do it. I said, of course. I really do try and be as fair as I can be. They said, just make sure you look at posts before this conversation. I said, I'm going to look at all of the posts that are available and archived. They say, look at he suggests parodies are the best. And he uses his own videos of himself in a wig as an example of the best parodies. I said, I'm going to reference your tweets and stream too. Are you cool with that? They said, sure, why not? He already knows how I feel about him. Yet I've learned that you have him blocked. So, I mean, but whatever, you do you. And then they said, but if I find myself on the farms under Ask My Dominatrix, I will post it here and tag you so you can see. Now, where can I find it? I want to show you the proof that they showed me. It's actually what I used as a thumbnail. Take a look at this. We're going to read it together. But we're also going to take a look at everything. Here we go. They post this screenshot of the farms and say, tell me this is not Gigi. Now, this is a post from Ask My Dominatrix. And they're saying she's a messy cunt who represents pedophiles in a court of law. Of course, she is a ride or die scabistan. Luckily, she's a shit attorney, so those filthy pedos don't get to walk free. Scam really gets a huge orgasm from all of this. It's quite disturbing, but she is loving every single moment. There will be no therapy, and they'll use the he's dead now excuse. He may be dead, but the mental and physical scars of what that pedo did to that child will remain for a lifetime. But keep playing bad girls online. Flaba does what she's told. She's a good fatty. Now, honestly, and I'm trying to be as fair as I'm capable of. Based on this one screenshot alone that they were so sure about that they selected this one to use as an example, genuinely and fucking honestly, no, this does not sound like Gaining Ground to me fucking at all. This is not how Gaining Ground speaks. This is just not how he fucking articulates. I know him better than you do. You know what I mean? Like, take that to the bank. I think I know him better than you. This is not how he moves. Just period. Now I'm not a fucking assumption making, biased, negative freak fucking cult member. So I'm not going to base my judgment solely on this one screenshot. We're going to actually go over to the farms and we're going to read all or as many as are available. We're going to read Ask My Dominatrix posts and we are going to decide together if, these posts are the hardcore fucking evidence that this person is claiming it is, and that this is definitely the gaining ground without a shadow of a doubt. Like, they are so certain that they're willing to take this shit to the fucking bank. Cash the check, motherfucker. Like, holy Christ. Like, this is such a problem. It's such a problem that this person doesn't understand. Like, why do they have such an aversion to saying this is my opinion and it's something that I believe, but I understand why maybe you wouldn't agree. They are legitimately trying to argue like this is a fucking factual statement, all the while trying to deflect from the things that I brought up about Yaba, which is somebody they support, which are actual factual fucking things. Like, it is such stereotypical fucking deflection. And I don't know why I entertained it at all, but here we are. All right, I'm going to the farms now. Should I share? I don't know if I should share it on the screen, guys. I don't think I should. Just to be safe. What do you guys think? Should I share it on screen? How important do you guys think it is for me to show like what the text looks like for you to be able to read it yourself? Should I share it on screen? Yes or no, guys? I need opinions. Or should I just read it? Bitch, share it. Okay. I feel like I should share it too. You know what I'm afraid of? I want to keep this stream up, and I'm afraid that there's going to be some type of doxing or some type of whatever the fuck, because it's the farms, and I'm going to end up having to private the stream. But whatever, we'll just go with the flow. I am going to share it. Let me unshare this. And let me... Oh, shit. You know what? I forgot? My bad. Guys, I was told that I need to shill more. Somebody told me in stream that I need to shill more to piss off the fucking cows. So shill, money, money, money. My bad, I forgot. All right, let me share this. Present, share screen. This. All right, is this the best way to do it, guys? Okay, the way that I've done it is I clicked on the person's name, and I'm hoping that this is, let me see in chat, guys, is this the proper way to do it? I clicked on this person's name, and is that the best way to show all of their posts? I'm hoping that this is the best way, that it's going to come up in like date order. I am so unfamiliar with the farms and how it works. Please, those of you who are familiar with the farms, do you guys think that this is the best way I should do it? No, but just say yes or no. Whatever. Let's just do it this way. What I've done is I clicked on the person's name and it shows me, I think this is the best way. I think it shows an order of operations. So, okay, first post. And now for something completely different. Back in the 18th century, when beauty guru Jama was all the rage, there was oh my God. Oh my Jesus. A negress. Oh my, this is the reason why this is such a severe and fucked up allegation when you don't have evidence. Like, Do you understand the type of allegation that you're making? Alleging that Gaining Ground would use that type of fucking language? Like, holy Jesus Christ. Like, I'm sorry, but to me, this post alone, already, I am almost certain that this is not fucking Gaining Ground. And Gaining Ground says, this is why I'm going to court. Correct. Listen, dude, I get it. You know, I get it. This is the reason why I get so angry when people call your lawsuit a lol suit, because it is anything but. This shit has had some real effect on your reputation on the internet. We have people out here straight up saying that you are this farmer like it's a fucking fact. That's a problem. And it is absolutely potentially fucking damaging. No, he's not suing the farms. What Gaining Ground is suing for defamation, the person who began these allegations / lies in the first place. AK is the first person who began alleging that Gaining Ground was this farmer. And now everybody who supports Yaba and AK by proxy now repeats these fucking lies as though they're fact. And when you ask them for evidence, the best evidence that they can give you is go and take a look. It sure sounds a lot like him. Let's read more. I need these bitches to stop saying they aren't afraid and unbothered when they are shouting at the top of their lungs. I can't wait to. Do I have to click on this to see all of it? How can I see all of it? Am I going to have to click on each one? Man, that's annoying. Do I have to do that? Oh, Jesus. This is going to be rough, huh? Nah, see, this isn't going to work. It's only giving me portions of it. Let's just read. Let's read, I guess let's read the beginnings of them for now. AKKK found the time in her busy the schedule to have a screech stream about those Isaac Gunt cunts who dared threaten to take. I don't know. I would say that except for Sam, almost getting confronted by a kind resident of Connorsville, absolutely nothing of. Which is it, scam? Did the children name the dog they adopted after the man who raped their stepsister? Or is his name Jack? Oy vey. They named the dog after a dead pedophile, and she agreed with him before she listened to the entire statement. Based, whatever. Sam and Yaba's fatal flaw, aside from being human sewage, will always be their misplaced pride. They can never admit they're wrong. And hold on a second. Because I was sent a different kind of link. Let me see if the link I was sent earlier maybe is better and shows us the whole thing. Because I want to read the whole post. To me, I don't think it's good enough, and I don't think it's a fair assessment if I'm only reading the preview of the posts. I want to read the posts in their entirety. But if you saw when I clicked on it, it took me to the top of the fucking page. It doesn't even redirect me to the actual post itself. See, it's things like this why I hate the fucking farms. Like, it's 2024. All of these old school fucking forum websites, like, I can't fucking hang, dude. I cannot hang. Let me see if this link is better. Nah, I mean, this shows me, let's look at this one instead. This shows a little bit more of it, but okay, let me unshare this. Let me get rid of this. This one is a little bit better, but it's not the whole post still. You see how this one shows a little bit more of the post? Okay, FFG is still foolish if she's worried about scum doxing her address. She's been tweeting about the Bogata who are volatile, and if you sneeze in a way they don't like, they'll dox you. Call your boss, your dad, your daughter, your high school biology teacher, and swat you. There is no appeasing. So I have a question. Who is buying and wearing the merch that has a pic of the dick of a rape fetish slash potential future rapist displayed on the front, and how do they intend to explain the context to the IRL friends, family, or just random people in the streets? Oh my fucking God, Breezy, what are you doing? So, Breezy, a 42-year-old woman, learned nothing, absolutely nothing from her very recent humiliation. Years of alcohol and drug abuse. Depending on which day of the week Breezy agrees or disagrees, she has done drugs, has truly pickled her brain. Look at this. Like, how does this read gaining ground? This could be fucking anybody. Everybody has these fucking same opinions. Are you really trying to say that this manner of speech and these opinions are fucking special to the gaining ground? Like, that's just dishonest. You're being fucking dishonest. You want this to be gaining ground. You heard that it was him, then you took a look, you don't like the opinions that they share. So in your mind, it has to be the gaining ground to you. And you brought it up in that conversation with me as a means to deflect from all of the facts that I was, bringing to you about the person you support so heavily. That's what this really is about, man. Um, so FFG can condemn Breezy for bringing these degenerates into the community, but not Flabba and Scam for ushering in the Bogata, and continues to use their talking points against people like Belinda and Gigi. Makes sense, FFG. When FFG proclaimed anyone seen watching the Grift Gang would not he... Was it worth it, Breezy? Well, was it? He doesn't even do a good job of it. But they're so fucking desperate, they will worship anyone they think will destroy Chantel. Get a grip. Bitches, Chantel destroys herself daily. No one will ever come close. I'm sorry, but anyone who calls Isaac guest, FFG will soon delete that tweet. At this point, if you can knowingly say Pegs is as dangerous as Vagic and his Bogata bitches, I have a castle in the clouds to sell you. You're very stupid. If DC is a piece of shit, what the fuck does that make Flaba and Scam? Always fence sitting, FFG. I waited and waited, and fuck me, I waited for him to start his live stream last night. I gave up waiting. Take notes, Breezy. Never wait on a man. She certainly cleaned things up. Imagine how embarrassing it would be to read this about the person whose ring you wear for life. It's true. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm not seeing how this is fucking gaining ground. This could be anybody. This could be anybody. I'm not seeing any manner of speech, any words, any opinions that would, blare the alarms that this has to be the gaining ground. This is fucking ridiculous. And to provide this as proof and to constantly tweet in my direction, just go take a look. It's so obvious. There's no way you'll be able to deny it once you see it. Like, I was fair. I took your word for it, and I'm checking it out actively right now. I don't see at all that this is gaining ground. Like, I'm sorry, but I just don't. It makes no sense, man. You know what the most interesting part to me is, do you know how many different times different accounts they have tried to say is the gaining ground, and I have watched them be 100% wrong every time. Like, a lot of the time I actually know who the account is that they're alleging is the gaining ground, so it's just hysterical to me. And this is just more of the fucking same. Absolutely more of the fucking same. Of course. Um, yeah, dude, didn't everybody try to say that you were reactive attachments? And hee ho ho, guess who reactive attachments actually turned out to be? Fucking AK, dude. It's so ridiculous. And I've got to say, like, I really hope you're watching, the person that I had this conversation with. Do you understand that this is your opinion? And it's an opinion based on very little to nothing. And for you to sit there and try to state it as an undeniable fact, it just makes you look unreasonable. It makes you look unreasonable, childish, and fucking dishonest, and heavily negatively biased against the gaining ground. And you know what I ask you? I ask you for what? What has the gaining ground actually done? What has he done? I think the reason why you have such a hate boner for the gaining ground is because he has called out somebody that you like and somebody that you support for their bullshit. And it's truths that you don't want to fucking hear or acknowledge. So you can remain in a state of pretending and feel good about supporting an absolute hypocritical fucking tyrant, and not have to really look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I doing? What am I doing? Like, oy vey, man. I don't know. Has she not been? Hope says, why hasn't FFG been live? Has she? How long has it been? I didn't even notice. Because who gives a fuck? Toast says, Chantel is so boring now. Anyway, she's always been boring. Well, not always. Chantel, things were very different when she was doing her story times and she was still like with BB and stuff. But yo, she's been boring for such a long time. And I really think that this is the reason why these people have to lie about her and what's going on and pull shit out of their ass and fucking break their neck with bullshit and hypocrisy. It's like, because there's no content there. So they have to fucking make it up as they go along. Yikes. Dirty Uncle Sal says FFG ain't been live most likely because her new laptop needs a microphone and she doesn't know how to plug the USB into it. She has a new laptop. Is that for real? Do you know, it's so crazy that she tried to use the excuse that the reason why she doesn't appear on camera is because her laptop doesn't have a camera. Like, oh my God. You make so much money and you're trying to tell me that you purchased some fucking what? $50 Acer that doesn't have a fucking webcam installed like every fucking modern laptop has nowadays. Like, blow it out your ass. Why can't you just say, oh, I don't want to appear on camera anymore? Like, why does it always have to be lies, man? It's always the lies. It's so ridiculous, man. her $2,300 laptop with no camera. It was, oh my Jesus Christ. Oy vey. Sandy S says she's a liar. She just doesn't want to turn on her cam. And you know what? That's fine. Like, you don't have to. But why do you have to lie about it? It's just, it shows the nature of these weak, thin-skinned, dishonest, fucking hippo cows from hell. It's always that. Janice Jiggly Girl says Shani and Rev have a laptop with a camera. FFG can make it happen. Hell, I have a fucking laptop with a camera. Like, hello? She chose such a weird, strange fucking lie to tell. Sandy S says, why do liars lie? We will never know. Do you know whose quote I love about liars lying? Did you ever see Cat Williams? The Cat Williams interview he did, and he goes on this diatribe about not knowing why liars lie. That was maybe my favorite thing fucking ever. Gaining ground says, and how stupid do you have to believe? How stupid do you have to be to believe that? Do you know what I find so off-putting and so disheartening a lot of the time? Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. Stop that thought. Somebody just sent a Cash App donation and said, hold on. Let me read it to ya. Come on, I lost it. Where the hell did it go? My bad, guys. Somebody sent a Cash App donation and said, to piss people off. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your generosity and your kindness and your support of the channel. And it's always an added fucking bonus to piss these fucking cows off. And you know, I will never understand why it actually does piss them off so much when people want to financially. Well, of course. I was going to say, what I don't know why it pisses people off that people want to financially support the channel. But of course I know why. Of course we know fucking why. Like, ugh. And it's not just me. They hate it when anybody gets supported financially. They literally consider it money taken out of their own fucking pocket. So oy vey. Fucking shill, grift, grift, grift. Money, money, money. Hey, Creasy, how you doing? So Reset said, and P don't even have a microwave. Yo, do you remember that fucking back and forth? That was one for the fucking books, let me tell you. That was absolutely fucking amazing. That bloated ass bitch kept asking to see a picture of the inside of my microwave. Like, whoa, bitch. We're 40 fucking years old and you're still eating microwaved fucking din-dins? Like, I'm sorry, I don't even own a fucking microwave. I use the oven like a fucking adult. A microwave? Like, oh my God. What do you fucking live on, hungry He-Mans? Like, ew, bitch. I cook. Like in the oven and or stovetop. Yucky bitch. I love it how she was projecting with her own fat, dirty microwave. Like, how dare you? I see you. I fucking see you. Oh shit. I'm collecting blocks from dill holes for dumb reasons. Got the top 3 fat dill holes already. Dude, I fucking love the word dill holes. I am so shocked that that word is not part of my regular fucking repertoire of fucking speech. I love that word. Thank you so much for reminding me that it exists. I love it. Foodie Beauty Miriam every day says, maybe FFG wants to beg for money for a laptop, like you beg for money for your internet, but used to buy pills with Queen Grifter. What do you mean? Pills? I thought I was a heroin addict. Like, you need to make up your fucking mind. Really. And you know, it's so crazy. I was just told that I need to shill and beg and fucking grift more. And thank you for showing that you motherfuckers absolutely do get so upset. You get so angry when people support my channel financially. You can't fucking handle it. Why? Like what? What are you doing in your fucking adult day that you created a special account, made sure to subscribe in the amount of time you needed to be able to comment on the live stream? Like, what are you doing? And it's even crazier to me because of what I preach. Like, I'm not out here doxing people. I'm not out here going real life. I'm out here speaking boldly against those things, speaking against hypocrisy and dishonesty. And I'm the person that you've chosen to fucking hate. Like, seriously, what is wrong with you? Like, what is your defect, bro? I need to know. I don't understand. Gaining Ground says, FFG said she's ready to fight me again. I have to remember to not keep any beef jerky in my pockets. Ugh. She's a fucking pig. And yo, I know you saw it, but that bitch, I saw it in one of my live streams. That bitch brought up your mother again. And it really pisses me off because I knew that her apology to you about the disgusting things she said about your mother, I knew that it was all fucking bullshit from Jump Street. And it makes me so angry. It makes me so fucking angry. It makes me angry that she successfully was able to manipulate that amount of time of silence, of no criticism, because she deserved heavy criticism at that time specifically. And because you're a good person, Gaining Ground, and you badly wanted to believe that she meant it and that she was being sincere, like, holy shit. This is why, like, these are some of the things that I look around and I see, and it makes me question, like, is being a good person and giving people the benefit of the doubt, that's not always the right thing to do. And I fucking hate that. I hate it that these evil fucking terror pigs have made me have to reevaluate the way that I interact with other fucking human beings to this degree. Yeah, dude, I knew I was right, but this is genuinely something, Gaining Ground, I did not want to be right about. These are the kind of things that I am not happy to have been correct about. Do you know how much I would have rather preferred to be wrong? And no, she did mean it. She is trying to be a better person. She was being sincere. I don't know, dude. I disagree. Gaining Ground says she's a good writer. Do you know how much I disagree with that? And Gaining Ground, it is a really good thing that you did not share those DMs with me all along. Because if I had seen those DMs, it was so obvious that she was placating you. So fucking obvious. In fact, you should probably run all of your fucking DMs through me from now on. Because I don't think you're seeing them with a with a realistic eye. It was so obvious that she was fucking placating you. It made me sick to read those things. Gaining Ground said, she told me her mom was dying before she told anyone. I don't get it. See, but this is what these people do. That is also a form of manipulation. It's a way to manipulate and make you trust her. She gives you a little bit of something, and it's also a test to see if she can trust you. It is a manipulation that serves twofold. It's so she gives you a little something, so you feel like you can trust her. And she's also casting out a line to see if she can trust you. It's like, it's manipulation fucking 101. And it makes me so fucking sick. Gaining Ground says, it's telling we were cool until Yaba had a problem, then all of a sudden she started up again. I don't see Gaining Ground. I don't see it that way at all. She always fucking hated you. She always hated you. It's just, I think she felt comfortable once Yaba was on the warpath. I think she felt comfortable because now she felt like she had an ally against you. All of it was fucking fake. She always hated you. You have to keep that in mind. She's a piece of shit. And she's always hated you for the strangest fucking reasons. Do you remember how violent and vitriolic she got? Because she used to be obsessed with you and your content. And then I don't even remember what she claims that you fucking did. but there was something that you allegedly did or said or some fucking opinion you had that made her violently fucking hate you all of a sudden. Do you remember? And she would tweet and fucking talk about it proudly. And I don't even remember what it was because who fucking cares? Huh. Potato says, word, I think she hates everyone, and that's fine, but why pretend? This is the actual truth, Potato. She hates her fucking self. She hates her fucking self. And anybody that has an aura that is, different than hers, that's not filled with fucking hatred and vitriol and lies and hypocrisy and fat, ugly fucking mess, she can't stand those people by definition. So Gaining Ground is a funny, mostly positive, entertaining person. And just his vibe, his fucking aura, it clashes with hers because she's such a vile sow. You know what I mean? Rio says, telling you a secret like that was win-win. Either she can trust you or she has the best sympathy ammo against you ever if you leak it. Absolutely, Rio. That's an excellent point. You are absolutely fucking correct. And I've got to say, when you bring up that point, it makes it so fucking, because I know you're right. I know you're right, Rio. It makes it so disgusting that she would be willing to use something so serious and something so seemingly personal as the death of her mother to use as bait for manipulation purposes for online fat girl fuckery. Like, I'm telling you, you need to be a level of disgusting pig to be willing to fucking do shit like that. Like, I can't understand. I can't relate. I have no, I cannot. Gaining Ground says she won't go at Yaba because she's not sure how many people will choose Yaba over her. That's all it is. Do you want to know honestly? I think FFG would win. I know Yaba's been doing it for a lot longer, but I think based on what I've seen and based on the audience that FFG can command and how she's done it in such a short amount of time and absolutely blew Yaba out of the water, I believe that if they actually were pinned against each other, I think FFG would win. In fact, I don't know if you guys remember when they began butting heads, I did a live stream reacting to Yaba's, shit calling her out. And I gave Yaba the advice at that time. I said, you better stop because you're not going to win this one, bro. You are not going to fucking win when it comes to FFG. And I don't know, very smartly or very pussily, she took my fucking advice, Vicky Little Red Dress says, you hit the nail on the head last night when you said people get so bothered when others support you and your channel. Shit, that's so sad. Yeah, and you know why that is, though, right? It's because I tell the truth. It is for several different reasons. It's because I call people's shit out pretty evenly, be it my friend, foe, or anybody in between. And it's also, I cannot be bought. Meaning, I don't do the enemy of my enemy is my fucking friend shit. It depends on who you are as a person. Your character is all that fucking matters to me. So, you know what I mean? To get praise from me, you're going to have to actually be a good person. We can't just agree that, the same shitty people are shitty. That's not going to do it for me. And people can't fucking hang. They can't hang. They refuse to have any amount of integrity or any amount of fucking ethics to fucking live by. That's the reason why, genuinely. And especially in this space, they've gotten way too comfortable with dishonesty and with hypocrisy because it has gone for way too long being accepted. Like I said, and I understand it from a human standpoint. And this is why I blame the audience almost 50-50. These people are being positively reinforced. Their behavior is constantly being reinforced. They make money. They get adulation from hundreds, if not thousands of people. So of course they're going to continue with this behavior. Everything in the universe is telling them that they're fucking winning. Do you know what I mean? It's like Pavlov's dog. You can condition anybody to do anything with positive reinforcement. Do you know what I mean? So that is the reason why I genuinely blame the audience. Maybe not 50%, but at least fucking 35, man. At least. Keenan Ground says FFG is an egomaniac. She wouldn't be able to handle losing any support. She is an egomaniac, but I hope you guys understand that all of that comes from deep, deep low self-esteem from all of these people. These people that have the thinnest of skin and can't take criticism, and they lash out at others who are just like them, and seemingly have narcissistic characteristics. All of those things, it seems counterintuitive, but all of those things are signs of deep, deeply low self-esteem. That's what it is. And it's unfortunate. Let me unshare this. Soft Reset says Sam ain't gay. If she said bye, okay. But she is a hobosexual, gay for the stay. Now, I have always felt that way. It has always been very clear to me. And you know what's very interesting? It seems like a lot of people are finally starting to look around and see the real way Sam and Yaba came together. And people are finally beginning to understand why I have always said that Sam bullied the fucking box out of Yaba. Like, if you guys really sit down and take a look at how disgusting they were to each other, how much they butt heads, how disgusting and volatile their fucking fights were with each other, it is shocking that they are now married and sharing a business together and sharing an audience and fucking co-parenting. Like, it is shocking. Yikes. Ham and Bean says FFG doesn't have friends. She has people that she uses, and when they are no longer useful, they are discarded. Yeah, and you know what? It's interesting that she treats people like that on the internet, because it's very clear that she doesn't have a lot going on in terms of her social life in real life. So I would imagine that somebody who doesn't have a lot going on would treat people better. It's like, you can't be ugly as fuck, terrible, a hypocrite, a problem in every way, and also be a terrible fucking mean person. It's like, you have all the bad qualities. Not one good quality do you have. Not a one. The good Lord couldn't bless you with nothing, bitch. Like, at this point, I kind of feel sorry for you. All that fat bitch hypocrite money you make, you're sitting there shoving your face alone in your shitty fucking apartment that looks like a fucking tenement. Like, I so feel sorry for you. Even Chantel can find a man that, will fuck her and love her for her money, allegedly, but you can't. Like, that's a sad, sad day, man. Capone Boxer says Charlie Gold said that about FFG. She said pick a struggle. That's so funny. That's another thing that has always been so interesting to me. I will never understand why FFG has chosen Charlie Gold to hate and to go against. I think it has to have something to do with Charlie being the largest channel, like by numbers in the space, or I don't fucking know what. Hey, maybe she's fucking racist. I don't fucking know. But it has always never made sense to me, because she has hated Charlie Gold from day one. From day fucking one. And for what? You can't say you hate her because she's a hypocrite, because, hello, so are you. Like, she does the same shit you do, but she does it to a much lesser degree. I think it has to be because she is threatened by her. It has to be that. I can't think of anything else. Gaining Ground said, I knew she'd never call Yaba out. Having her publicly admit that she's a greedy fraud who stands for nothing was the next best thing. Mission accomplished. What's interesting to me? I think it's so funny how, how FFG has been dancing around calling Yaba out for her support of Bodega. And Yaba has been dancing around saying, why should FFG have to answer for who I support, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Bodega has successfully shut the fuck up. I've not heard them say any anti-Semitic shit after the fact. So it's like, it's very funny and it's interesting to see who's holding the whip, who's cracking the whip, and who's following the fucking rules, and who is fucking jumping to when that fucking whip is cracked. That is what a fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Begins with a, I don't know. I think it begins with an AS. I don't know. That's what it looks like when you rub elbows with somebody like Yaba. You have to do as you're told. And this is why I genuinely believe that eventually that shit will fucking implode in beautiful fucking fashion eventually too. Because AK and Tragic are not the type that like to have the whip cracked in their direction and have to listen and hop to and not share their disgusting fucking vile opinions about others. So it will definitely eventually fucking fall apart. Can't wait. Gaining Ground says, from relationship to YouTube, Yaba has always been a weak follower. I mean, yes, definitely. I call her a perpetual sidekick. I just can't believe she's been so willing to be Sam's fucking sidekick. Sam has genuinely driven her business, her YouTube channel, her reputation into the fucking dirt. Just by proxy, just by association. And it seems like Yaba has been all too fucking excited, all too happy to give her those reins to fuck shit up. Like, look at the fucking history. Sam has legitimately fucked everything up that she's touched. The most success and stability she's had in her entire adult fucking 50-year-old fucking life is when she got with Yaba. And now Yaba's going to allow her to fuck it all up by proxy. Like, two idiots, dude. Genuinely two fucking idiots. Gaining Ground says, help me, Frenchie, puss. You know what's crazy too is we all know they genuinely fucking hate each other. They fucking loathe each other. If one fucking fell and broke their fucking leg off their body, the other would laugh. Like, they hate each other. They've just decided that it's mutually beneficial to be allies under the circumstances because they're the same type of beast, you know? So it's better to be beasts together. Damaru says, I run the show. Yaba cries as Sam tightens her leash. And you know what's I genuinely think Yaba's happy to do it. I think Yaba doesn't, I don't think she wants the responsibility. She's such a pussy. She's such a coward. But in the past, it has tricked. Yaba's pussydom in the past has tricked people into believing that she was kind of a good person back then. Little does everybody fucking know that it was just her being a pussy and kowtowing to popular opinion. Not because she wanted to do the right thing or because she wanted to apologize or do better or learn or whatever the fuck. She's just a fucking punana. That's all she's ever been. And now what shows me that is now that she's got Sam by her side, she never fucking feels the need to kowtow to popular opinion. The closest we've gotten is with the Belinda shit because she was so shocked that Belinda had as much support as she did. You know what I'm talking about, right? With that whole interview fuck shit when they were so ridiculous to fucking Belinda. And then she came and gave a piss poor fucking half-ass apology because she saw she was losing support. And people were like, what the fuck in her direction? Like, that is the closest I've seen her in recent times come to, pretending to be a good person, Dirty Uncle Sal says, Pistachio, how dare you? Sam has stated that everything she or Yaba touches turns to grease. They never miss. They lie. Like, Sam really has no problem just outright fucking lying. She's the kind of person that if she tells you the sky is blue, you better go outside and fucking check. Because she's a motherfucking unabashed liar. She doesn't care. She's not ashamed. Yick. Hold on a second, guys. I want to take a sip of my drink, okay? Hold on. Me. It doesn't take 1 minute to take a sip of your drink. We know you're fanning your hoo-ha. Yo, you know what's crazy? Do you know how I've been complaining to you guys about how fucking freezing it's been in my house for so long? Now it is fucking sweltering. So believe me, I want to fan my vagina. You have no idea. And you'd be very surprised. There's a reason why I mute the mic while I'm taking a drink. Next time I do, I will not mute it. I guzzle this shit. It sounds vulgar. Like I went like the Gatorade bottles that's not the smallest, but it's not the largest. It's like the medium size. I will guzzle half that fucking bottle in one sip, in one breath, motherfucker. Next time I take a sip, I am not going to mute it, and you're going to hear my disgusting guzzling fucking mouth sounds. Thank the person who just fucking said that. Don't you dare challenge me. I will prove it. It's opulent. What kind of shit is that to come in here and say, Bright? Are you saying that because your name is Bright? Soft Reset says, Rio, if you see this, much love to you and your rat babies. Oh my God, Rio. I have to tell you something that I don't feel comfortable saying in a public live stream, but I gotta tell you something about some stuff that only you would care about. Hoy vey, please remind me. I gotta text you when we're through here. I'm so glad you reminded me of that, Soft Reset. What you talking about today? Oy vey. We were talking about the same shit, man. Same shit, different day. It's Gaining Ground's fault for everything. Gaining Ground is everybody all the time. Every account that fucking criticizes Yaba is him, etc., blah, blah, blah. The fuck does this mean, Kate Winslet? Funko Pops regards Regards, love investing in Funko Pops. Dude, where are you at, Kate, that made you come in here and say that? Bright said, I'm regarded. It's a reference to a book series. LL, not a claim to. Oh, okay. But still, what made you say that? I'm regarded. It's all right. I corrected it. What did he do now? Oh, Silvana, allegedly, according to someone on Twitter, and according to them, everybody else agrees that Gaining Ground is the Kiwi farmer that is named Dominatrix. That's Gaining Ground, and they are shit sure about it with no fucking evidence. And they kept imploring me on Twitter. They're like, yeah, no, I don't have evidence, but all you have to do is go on Kiwi Farms and read this person's posts, and you too will be fucking convinced that it's the Gaining Ground. And I read enough. The first post I read alone of him using that racist, disgusting fucking word, like, I know that's not Gaining Ground. I know that particular word is not even in his repertoire of fucking, it's not in his vocabulary. I'm sorry, but that alone showed me that wasn't Gaining Ground. Again, Lyra fucking always. Don't you know? This is what goes on here. Let's go to Twitter and see if this person has said anything watching this live stream. Let's go and look together. D. Oh, I have 7 notifications. Maybe they've said something about this live stream. Present the Twitter screen. D. Let's look together. I have bad news for you. No. Silvana says, me too. And then I remember I don't give give enough of a fuck. None of them pay my bills or take relevant space in my life. Besides from that, it is funny to know that some fat Americans don't like me. Yeah, genuinely, dude, I wear it as a fucking badge of honor that specific people don't fucking like me. We don't have enough samples of Gigi's known writing to compare with the farmer you are claiming him to be. Go pull some tweets or any of the novels that he's been posting for comparison. Upon my recollection, and with just cursory skimming, I do not think this has Gigi's voice. I don't either. And absolutely, I agree with everything that this person said. I'm going to like it and retweet it. There is a vibe to the way somebody talks, to the way somebody speaks. You can even tell when they're trying to hide it. I can spot it. I absolutely can spot it when somebody is purposely trying to change their manner of speech. It still comes through. And especially if I know the person as well as I know Gaining Ground. I'm sorry to tell you, I know how badly you want that to be him, but it's just fucking not. And I suggest that from here on out that you go around saying that is your opinion. Just for your own sake, you're a fucking grown adult. You don't have evidence to back that up, and it's genuinely dangerous to make those allegations, and it's fucking defamation, honestly, at the end of the fucking day. And what is wrong with saying that's my opinion and I believe in it? People are allowed to disagree with you. I think that's why this person doesn't want to, say it's their opinion, because then people can't be like, oi, you know what it is. Canning Round says, I just retweeted an idiot who is demanding that you stop lying and covering for me. I just can't. Hold on, let me go look. Ooh, ChatGPT analysis. Yo, does ChatGPT do that? Ooh, maybe we'll have to do that. Do you have to pay for it? Let's go and look at Gaining Ground's account. He just retweeted. Is this the one? Somebody says she wants to hold. Hold on, who's this? Oi, I don't read that person. Silvana started the idea that Gigi is Ask My Dominatrix. Gigi, I have the video evidence proving it. It was Silvana, and then tragic. Once again, Peanut is lying on behalf of Gigi. Why don't you ask Gigi if he's showing up in person? There is no case. Stop defaming me, Peanut. She wants to hold everyone else accountable except for her buddy Gigi and lie for him. Makes me wonder if the two of them have some major tea on one another. Come on, Peanut. You always say how fair you are. I can't tell. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? What do you mean? And let's go back to this real quick. If Silvana is the one who started the idea that gaining ground is Ask My Dominatrix, I'm unaware of that. Silvana is in chat right now. Is that true? I don't even know. I was unaware of that. All I remember, AK, is you constantly trying to allege that gaining ground is that account. And I also remember people trying to allege that your fucking Kiwi Farms account was him as well. And no, that's not defamation, you fucking idiot. Like, oh my God, you're being taken to court for defamation. I really suggest that you educate yourself on what the fuck that word means and what it entails. And don't ask me questions about if Gaining Ground is going to appear in person. You will fucking find out yourself. You will find out yourself. Like, oy vey, ask your lawyer. Have that conversation with your fucking lawyer. And I seriously suggest that you don't perjure yourself in a court of law. Like, I know you've gotten super comfortable just willy-nilly throwing around lies just all over the place. But seriously, YouTube and Twitter is a very different fucking place than a court of law. It is genuinely a crime to lie in a court of law. Like, I hope you remember that. Genuinely, for your own sake. It's crazy because she really has no idea what she's gotten herself into. And it's even crazier that she continues to double down on all of the same things that got her into this situation in the fucking first place. And she celebrated too quickly and way too fucking early and made a huge mistake thinking that she won when those mistakes were made the first time around, with like the first time that they went to court. That was just mistakes were made. It's human error. Like, that's what it is. The way that y'all gloated, like Sam, and the misinformation they put out, like, it's just so gross. It's so gross. It's so fucking dishonest. These people are fucking, I can't believe, like, again, I have to say, this AK is so fucking far from the AK that I once knew. This was somebody that I genuinely trusted. I thought I could trust. I genuinely thought had a level of integrity. I genuinely thought that she stood for something. And to see who she's become, or maybe who she's always been, it is genuinely shocking to me. Genuinely fucking shocking. I just can't believe it. Silvana says, I was gossiping with Pegs in 2021 in private DMs, wondering if Gigi is that account. I never stated it as a fact. Pegs and Bogata started defaming Gigi as a farmer. Oh, okay. I think I remember this. I think I remember you either saying this to me or me hearing you say this. And it's very different. I agree with you. It's super different to, in private, in DMs, to be like, oh, is this person maybe this farmer? It's very different than saying publicly as an allegation, oh, Gaining Ground is definitely this fucking farmer. It is very fucking different. And it's crazy that AK just tried to blame you for what she did. You said in private, oh, I think it's a possibility. Is he maybe? And then from then till fucking now, she straight up says it like it's a fact that Gaining Ground is that person on the farms. She's so fucking crazy and dishonest. I can't believe that these are fucking adults, man. I can't believe that these are adults that I used to fuck with and that I used to trust, man. What a lesson learned. I mean, that's a good point too, Demaru. Demaru says, I mean, it doesn't change anything if Gigi was and he isn't. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand the whole conversation with that person that I had on Twitter. They really didn't have a point. They were just deflecting. All they were doing was trying to deflect from the facts and the reality that I was bringing to them. They just threw Gaining Ground being that farmer as a means to deflect because they don't want to fucking acknowledge who Yaba has become and who they support. They want to live, talk about ignorance is bliss. They want to live in a state of fucking ignorance so they don't have to look in the mirror and question themselves for why am I supporting somebody so vile while at the same time hating this other woman, Chantel, claiming that she is so fucking vile and disgusting as a human being. Yaba arguably has done way worse things in terms of doing stuff to other people who don't deserve it. Chantel mostly only fucking harms herself. But what Yaba has done, the vile shit that Yaba has done, genuinely negatively affects other people. And she does so purposely. Like, that's the goal, that's the intention. Gaining Ground says, it doesn't matter. That's just a very small piece of a very well documented case of defamation. Wait, what are you talking about? Beck Bigham says, can you start over? I was just fanning out my vagina. Why would I have to start over? You can't walk and chew gum. You can't listen and fan out the vagine. You got to learn to do both, homie. I'm fanning out my vagina right now. And I'm doing several things at once. Like, listen, I'm not lying when you hear my fan. Listen to my vagina fan. Kiss my vagina fan. I'm making my vagina fan and my microphone kiss each other. Kiss. Did you ever see that fucking meme, that Mike Tyson meme? I love it. Where he's making the pigeons kiss. Oh, it's my favorite. Oh no, my vagina fan fell over. Now it's not going to balance appropriately because I touched it. Stay, motherfuck. You better stay. You better stay. Do you know how much effort it takes to properly aim it directly at the proper part of my vagina? Like, it takes a lot. And I fucked it all up. Gaining Ground says, and there are now larger creators repeating that lie, but go on. See, that's the problem, Gaining Ground. That is the holy shit, it fell again. That's the problem that most people don't understand. That's why I get so angry when people call it a lol suit, because I've watched it have genuine consequences for you. Like, genuine fucking consequences. Vagination, or no. Vagina fan. Vagina fan 2024, motherfucks. More fan? Oh, you want to hear it more? By the way, guys, shill, grift. I think we are now $65 shy of the internet goal. And if you want to support the channel and you want to donate and help to anger the fucking lol sows, the fucking beasts of burden, piggy poos, holler at me. Shill. That person was so kind. They were so generous. They donated last night, and one of the messages that they left on the donation was like, you really need to shill more often, especially because it'll piss off the cows. I thought that was so lovely. It was so touching. So nice. Give all your money to fans. Do you know if you saw my fan, you would think that it was like high class, some newfangled expensive shit, but it wasn't. Do you know what kind of fan I have? Do you know one of those tower fans? It's like long and slim and tall. I have one of those and it like oscillates, and I used to have one that had a remote, but this one doesn't. Do you guys know which one I mean? Money, 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 money. Soft reset pro tip: telling someone, especially Gigi, to calm down usually won't work. Yo, telling anybody to calm down is going to have the opposite fucking effect. If you want somebody to genuinely calm down, tell them to fucking liven up. Tell them to get funky fresh. Then they'll calm it down. You tell somebody, especially a woman, to calm down, she's going to go fucking ape shit on your fucking ass. Gaining Ground says, I don't want to be accused of being someone who posts and interacts with slurs. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Gaining Ground, it's so, to me, it was almost poetic that was the very first fucking message or first post that I read from that account, because immediately I became 100% guaranteed, without a shadow of a doubt, certain that was not you. I know you would never use that kind of fucking language. That is such a racist words and the intention behind it is disgusting in and of itself. But I've got to say that particular word is maybe one of the most fucking vile. One of the most fucking vile. Just me saying it and it coming out of my mouth, it felt so gross. But I wanted to make sure to actually say it verbally. So people, I feel like sometimes you have to say the word for people to get the oomph and the disgustingness of it. That word is one of the most fucking grotesque that there is. Do you guys agree? And it's not common either, but it's a grotesque one. It feels vulgar. It feels violent, or so, I don't fucking know. Feels gross. Gaining Ground says, for a lot of people, this is their entire life. This isn't mine. I'm not a skillless, lowlife, negligent parent supporting a family off of YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's definitely what it is. A lot of these people, I see, I find it a little bit easier to understand where the reactors are coming from, because this is their employment. Genuinely, this is how they make their money, so it's a little bit more understandable, the obsession and the willingness to fight and to be dishonest and protect their bullshit. But I will never understand the fucking audience. Like, what are you fucking getting out of this? What do you get out of this? Why do you value this fuckery so highly? It's so fucking crazy to me. Gaining Ground says, if this was my entire life, I wouldn't care, but I'll be damned if a bunch of uneducated lowlives interfere with my real life for entertainment. But you know what else, Gaining Ground? Aside from your real life, they have genuinely successfully interfered with your YouTube what's the word I'm looking for? Reputation. They have successfully and genuinely and definitely negatively affected your YouTube and your internet reputation without a shadow of a doubt. And I've said many times, we're getting to a point in our lives, in society, where there is very little distinction between real life and what happens on the internet, because of how prevalent social media is. Like, there is almost no fucking difference anymore, you know? Snowy Tit says employers won't check Kiwi Farms unless someone insists it's you. This can hurt Gigi. Yeah, and you know what? If you Google, people Google, like if you're applying to a job or anything nowadays, hell, if you're meeting a new fucking friend, people Google each other. And depending on what you type, Kiwi Farms, a thread will pop up in Google's search results. It's all potentially really fucking damaging. And that's the reason why this particular defamation suit is necessary, unfortunately, because it needs to set precedent. People need to learn. And unfortunately for AK, she's going to be the example. She is going to be the person where the example is set with, because she's the one who decided to take it a little bit too far, a little too often, and a little too fucking reckless. Yes, I know that. Dirty Uncle Sal says in a Google search, if your name is mentioned in a post on Kiwi Farms, it shows up in that Google search. Yes, I know that. That's what I mean. And that's the reason why it's so insidious. And you'll see that people will purposely, I'm not talking about the farms, but I'm talking about, like, I've seen Sam specifically do it recently. I've seen her do it with what's her name, with Owl. Like, these people purposely use people's full government name while making these defamatory allegations for that very purpose, in hopes that if ever a professional situation Googles this person's name, that these fucked lies and allegations come up in the search. It's all, and that's another thing too. Like, one of the biggest things that you have to prove in a defamation case is intent. And unfortunately for AK, the intent is going to be one of the easiest fucking things to prove. Like, the nefarious intent, the intent to fucking harm. AK has been so fucking reckless with some of the things that she has said, and said many fucking times on live stream. Like, me, oh my. She really alone. She won this case for gaining ground, cut and dry, all on her own, all by her fucking self. I don't know how you could be so silly as a fucking adult, man. Kayla says, what's happening with the lawsuits these days? The lawsuit that I'm talking about right now is the defamation case between Gaining Ground and AK. And things are moving forward. Things are moving forward. Um, and I think Gaining Ground has decided to not share anything, just for the case's sake, and because it's a smart thing to do. But all I'll say is things are moving forward, and AK, if she's smart, she would keep his name out of her fucking mouth, at least from now on. She's already fucked herself, but you know. Gaining Ground says today is proof of that, and I've already sent your thread to the paralegal. Oh, do you mean the thread between me and that person? Yeah, I mean, Gaining Ground, I'm glad you sent your paralegal that thread, because it is absolutely proof positive that this defamation has found its way to other people's ears, and people are repeating these fucking lies as though they're fact. And the most fucked up part, Gaining Ground, as you know, is this is just one case out of so many just like this. These people, the audience, the supporters of these fucking people, they are so willing to just repeat these lies. And I don't know if they don't understand, or if they just don't care, that they are doing a disservice to the people they support when they do this. When they repeat these lies, they're doing a disservice to the people who told them. Like, oy vey. Just idiots. All fucking idiots. Nah, let her talk. I mean, soft reset, I know what you mean, but the truth is this, she's already said enough. Like, the damage is already done. She has been so fucking bold and so reckless so many fucking times. She was really cocky. She really thought that I don't know what the fuck she thought, but she made so many mistakes. So the damage is already done. Like, it's nothing's gonna change if she stops talking today. It just won't make things any worse, you know? Definitely won't make it better. It just won't make things worse. Keenan Ground says, not just Kiwi Farms, she has put my information on onion farms with lies as well. She denies it now, but apparently she forgot. She admitted it in 2023. What's that? That's one I've never heard of yet. Keenan Ground said, everybody working on this case sees what her goal is. She's trying to flood the algorithm to hurt me financially, both in the present and the future, and she should have to prove her claims. I mean, she does have to prove her claims. That's why it's defamation. She has no proof of any of the things that she's alleged against you. It has all been fucking lies with purpose, on purpose. And she absolutely definitely sought out a larger channel in Yaba so she could disseminate her fucking lies and defamation to the largest fucking audience possible. Like, that's a crime, bro. That is a fucking crime. You can't just willy nilly defame people. I'm fucking sorry, but that, and listen, an example is going to be fucking made out of you and your situation. Learn from this. Absolutely fucking learn from this. Gaining Ground said, say what you will, but even Negs took the website down. Yeah, I mean, in terms of Negs has made a lot of mistakes and he's done a lot of fucked up shit, but I have always considered Negs quite harmless in the grand scheme of things because he's a lot of talk and very little action. He's just a lot of, rah-rah and bravado, and in the grand scheme of things, I've always considered Negs quite harmless. But these people have been fucking relentless. They've been relentless and they have actively sought out any fucking means that they could harm you, like in the worst, most effective way possible. Negs just wasn't successful with it, I think. He wasn't successful at reaching a larger audience. So I think that's what made him harmless in the long run. Nikki B says Onion Farms is like Kiwi Farms, but with zero protections. A lot of Kiwi Farms won't even go on there, VPN or no. Do you know what one of the biggest things that I really don't respect about the farms is how much they try to protect their own identities with how willy-nilly they dox others. It's like, to me, it is the absolute definition of hypocrisy. And I've never respected the way they're so quick to eat their own and turn on each other. And there's a lot of fucking bias that goes on, a lot of groupthink that goes on. I don't know. It's just hypocrisy all over the place. I can't stand it no matter where it's at, no matter where it's coming from. If you don't like to be doxxed and if you protect your identity so severely, like, why are you so keen to dox others then? Like, haven't you been taught do unto others? Like, oy vey. King Rat says, don't say anything else, please, other than it's moving forward. Yeah, no, I haven't. I haven't and I won't. Don't worry about that. And people, for the most part, people understand that it is the best, it's the smartest move going forward to not discuss it. I'm sure you'll talk about it after everything's done. Like, I'm sure you will give the bullet points after everything is said and done. But while it's actively occurring, I think for the most part, everybody understands that the smartest thing is to remain mum. Nikki B says a lot of the skeevier cows with threads on Kiwi Farms use onion farms. You know what I thought, Nikki B? I thought that the people who have been shunned from kiwi farms, they are forced to use onion farms instead. That's what I thought. They're forced to. It's not like they chose to. It's not like they're, oh, I'm against this. I'm going to the onion farms instead. No, it's you were fucking shunned because you acted a fucking fool and now you have no other choice. That's what the fuck it is, right? Am I wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong. Who, me? Demaru says, no, stop trying to find logic or empathy in these people. What do you mean? Did I do that? Are you talking to me? Who did I do that with? Soft Reset said, there is a group think in certain threads, but a Kiwi Farms will dox Kiwi Farms in a second, BB. Yeah, I mean, I don't like that. That's what I mean, Soft Reset. I don't like it that they eat their own. I don't respect it. I think it's fucked up. Keeney Ground says, and the stupid part is she's doing the all for a man who wouldn't care if she died tomorrow. Who are we talking about? Who do you mean by that? That could mean so many different people. No. What? Soft Reset says Olive Oil was doxxed by Josh himself? Is that true? Bro, is Olive Oil in here right now? What the fuck would make Josh dox Olive Oil himself? What did she do? Oh my god. Are you joshing with me? Are you joking with me? Hey, Olap. How you doing, girlfriend? How you been? Where you been? Have you been listening? Weren't you listening? That's from Dream Phone, by the way. Nikki B says a lot of Kiwi farmers do that because they do it to others and know how easy it is to do. Like bank robbers helping the FBI learn how to crack safes. I don't know, man. You're a fucking narc, bro. You're a fucking narc and a hypocrite. I don't respect it. I don't respect you. All right, guys, I'm about to take a sip of my drink and not mute it. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready for this cacophony of fucking hellacious sounds. Ready? Was it as disgusting as I thought? I can't wait to hear it back. And that was a lot, right? Like, do you hear how I'm fucking out of breath? I drank like 1, 2, almost 3 lines of the Gatorade in that one chug. I hate you. Sounds like you're eating punani. I cannot wait to hear it back. And I'll have you know that I picked up the mic on purpose for better gulping sounds. I did it on purpose. Oh, here you are, Olive. I'll tweet Josh's Matty though. Wait, but why did they? Donna Morte, that has never been addressed in a P chat, BB. What are you guys talking about? Did you answer? Like, why the fuck would Josh dox you? That's fucked up in my opinion. That's super fucked up. If you don't want to answer, I understand. Soft Reset said the Matty streamer is like titled by date. Olive would remember. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You guys are using words I've never heard of. I don't know what the fuck it means. I don't know what you're talking about. Sam, yo, can we talk about this for a second? Sam's garnished paycheck is next said. Sounds like you're giving Sam hickeys. Yo, what the fuck was that picture? I saw that picture, but I never commented on it and I never retweeted it either. What the flying fucking shitting hell was that picture? It looked like Sam got beat up. Are you trying to tell me that they tried to pretend that was hickeys? Like, what do you give hickeys with a fucking baseball bat, bitch? Those were not hickeys, dude. You know what that looked like? That looked like some bitch in junior high giving herself hickeys with a fucking vacuum cleaner. Trying to be like, oh, I have a secret boyfriend and I meet him every Friday night and nobody knows about it. Like, you did that with a fucking vacuum cleaner, bitch, or you got your fucking ass beat. Something. That wasn't done with a mouth, and that wasn't under loving circumstances. That I know for sure. Uh, I know. That's what I'm saying, Nikki B. What grown ass 50-year-old pigging bitch be's like, oh, look at my hickeys. First of all, who the fuck is still giving hickeys? Hickeys for me in my life, in my, sexual experience, hickeys, if you get one, it's an accident. And you get fucking angry if you receive one. Because then your grandma's going to give you shit about it. You know what I mean? It's a mistake. And if somebody's out here giving you hickeys on purpose, they're purposely marking their territory. I've done that. I'm not even going to lie. I've done that when I was younger. So, okay, maybe there is times for hickeys with other circumstances. But like, I was young, man. And I was like, he's mine. All right. So here's a hickey on his neck to prove it. And damn, he has a fine neck. Man, he has a brolic fucking neck. His neck is beautiful and amazing. I wish I could show you. But I'm not going to dox his neck. I'm not going to do that to him. But I'm telling you, if we talk in any type of personal way, Gaining Ground, Rio, you've seen my man's neck. And I have definitely fucking raved about his brolic, delicious fucking jaw piece. God, I wish I could show you how delicious of an individual he is. He's so adorable and fucking amazing. I wish I could show you guys so bad. Dox the fucking neck. Okay, guys, you know what I might do? I'm not going to show you this time, but I think in next live stream, I will find an appropriate picture and I will censor out all but his fucking delicious, delightful, brolic ass neck. I think I will dox his neck in my next live stream. Can we see his butthole? Oh my God. I mean, I want to see his butthole. Can I see his butthole? Unfortunately, I don't have any pics on hand of just, buttholes hanging about. I have necks all day, though. You know what else I love? Oh, have I ever talked to you about his peach? Have I ever talked to you guys about his fucking hairy peach? Do you know what his peach is? Do you guys remember me talking about his fucking peach? He has a really fat ass and like his gooch in between his balls and his ass. I call, if you're looking through a guy's legs and you're looking through and you can see their little fat ass through their gooch, like if you're looking through their balls, that's his peach. And I like to pinch it and fucking twinkle the hair. You know what else I do? Oh, I'm such a sick fuck. I've done this on his gooch too, but I usually do it on his leg. Dude, I will twinkle his fucking hair and then rip it off. Oh, I'm so sick. But I love him. It's called the Gussie. I call it the gooch. Wasn't it Gaining Ground? Wasn't it you who were like, I've never heard that word gooch ever before? I like Gussie though. That's cute. Hair twisting devil. Have you never done that though? It is so fun and amazing. I love to twinkle hair. And he has really thick hair too. So it makes it even funner. Pistachio definitely tosses his salad on a daily basis. Dude, I wish. I wish he would allow me those pleasures. You know what I mean? The gooch? Yeah, dude. Do you guys not say gooch? I remember Gaining Ground being so surprised at that word. Is gooch not something you guys say? I don't know if it's slang. I don't know. Everybody that I know, like I'm talking adults, my grandma, everybody calls it the gooch. Literally everybody I know calls that area of the man the gooch. The place where the good Lord stitched you. Oh, I like that. That's cute. Taint. That's one too. Yo, do you know what I call it? But this is my thing. This is not anything anybody says, but I say it. I would call it his heap. His HEEP. And do you know what that's short for? His he pussy. I totally forgot I used to call it that until we're having this conversation. I used to call it his peach. Well, I still call it his peach. But back in the day, I used to call it his heap. Oh, it's so cute. Do you know how much I wish I could dox his fucking peach, guys? But I won't do that to him. Yes, dude, my grandma used to say a lot of things. May she rest in peace. She was a wonderful woman. She was amazing. She was hysterical. Do you know? Oh my God. I wish my grandma was still alive when I was live streaming. I would totally have fucking forced her to live stream with me. Do you know how much of a fucking riot that woman would have been reacting to one of these fucking behemoth bitches? She would have, I'm telling you, she could make millions of dollars being a reaction channel. This woman was quick-witted. She had dry, could be nasty at times, but hysterical humor. I'm telling you, it would have been fucking amazing. What if we create a grift goal for the peach docs? Dude, Daimaru, no, the peach docs is too much. It's too much, you know? Um, I'll dox his neck for free, but I think the peach is too much. Like, I'll talk to him about it, but I think he's gonna be angry at me for even asking. Dude, I'm the kind of bitch that he's gotten angry at me about this in the past, like when I was younger. I have legitimately uh sent pictures to my friends, like bragging, like, oh, look at this. Isn't this adorable? I'll never forget my sister's man, like her fiance, her husband. I was showing him pics and being like, oh, look at how precious his gooch is. And he was scarred for fucking life. Just out of nowhere, scarred for life. I need AI to write a chat summary right now. Guys, how come it never does that for me? How come I never, like, I see all the funny chat summaries all the time. Other people post them on Twitter and stuff, and it never happens on mine. I'd be so interested, especially on days like today. Tell him to fart on cakes. Yo, do you want to hear something funny? Do you know oh God, he doesn't fart a lot, but the one time I can remember him farting, he farted on me and it scared me so bad I fucking fell off the bed. Like, it frightened me. I was like half in and out of sleep and he farted like on my leg. So I felt the reverberations and the sound was so frightening that I fucking literally tumbled out of bed like a fucking log. Oh shit, I can't wait to read it. Dildo said, "Oh my god, I got the AI summary. P, I'm gonna post it on Twitter. I can't wait." How much for a fart docs? Yo, do you know he really doesn't fart a lot? I think in the 20 years him and I have been together, and I'm being so serious, I think I can count on one hand how many times he's farted, like in front of me. And we've been together 20 fucking years. It actually wasn't. It was just like, it wasn't a thunderous fart. It wasn't one of those bomb ones. It was just, he doesn't fart like that. So it was so out of the ordinary for me. Like, I never, like, at first I didn't assume it was a fart. I thought it was a strange noise coming from the fucking wall. I sooner expected it to be a fucking ghost. That's how little he farts around me, you know? It's in my DMs. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go look right now. Let me unshare that just for safety. Viewers are discussing a reoccurring joke between members of the chat about the definition of the word gooch. Come on! I thought it was gonna be better than that. There was so much good, and that's what it chose to pick up on. I'm disappointed in the AI today. Oy. Aw. Bright says, to be this gooch kitty after 20 years warms my heart. Listen, Bright, I'm telling you, I wish you could see how fucking adorable it was. If you could see how adorable this fucking man's juicy, fucking fuzzy peach is, you would understand in a motherfucking heartbeat. His peach belongs in a fucking in Vogue. It belongs in a magazine. Dressed as a fucking dressed in couture, walking runways, making big bucks. You know what I'm saying? His peach is a beauty. You have no idea. Couples who gooch together stay together. Aw. Oh, oh, guys. I'm such a freak. Come on. I just love my man a lot. All right, I'm gonna go though, guys. I'm gonna go. Do you know I actually might stream again later tonight because there's other topics I want to discuss, but I want to keep the topics separate. So I may see you again tonight. Oh, and yo, Gaining Ground, guys, Gaining Ground is streaming at 5 today. So I'll probably definitely see you in his chat. If I go live again, I'll do it after his live stream. So I'll see you in his chat and we may reconvene after his live stream today. He says he's talking about the breezy shit. Oh, Belinda may stream tonight. I'll play it by ear. If Belinda streams, then I won't. Blooty blue, or I'll work around. I don't know. We'll decide. We'll figure it out. Either way, thank you everybody who donated. Did somebody donate? I forget. Oh, yeah, somebody did donate. Thank you to the person who donated. I really appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who continues to come back and support the channel with your time. And I'll see you in Gaining Ground's chat. And we'll reconvene tomorrow, if not later. All right, good night, guys. Bye.